A certain shopkeeper sent his son to learn about the secret of happiness from the wisest man in the world. The lad wandered through the desert for 40 days and finally came upon a beautiful castle high atop a mountain. It was there that the wise man lived. Rather than finding a saintly man, though, our hero, on entering the main room of the castle, saw a hive of activity. Tradesmen came and went, people were conversing in the corners, a small orchestra was playing soft music, and there was a table covered with platters of the most delicious food in that part of the world. The wise man conversed with everyone, and the boy had to wait for 2 hours before it was his turn to be given the man's attention. The wise man listened attentively to the boy's explanation of why he had come, but told him that he didn't have time just then to explain the secret of happiness. He suggested that the boy look around the palace and return in 2 hours. "Meanwhile, I want to ask you to do something," said the wise man, handing the boy a teaspoon that held 2 drops of oil. "As you wandered around, carry this spoon with you without allowing the well to spill." The boy began climbing and ascending the many stairways of the palace, keeping his eyes fixed on the spoon. After 2 hours, he returned to the room where the wise man was. "Well," asked the wise man, "did you see the Persian tapestries that are hanging in my dining hall? Did you see the garden that it took Master Gardener 10 years to create? Did you notice the beautiful parchments in my library?" The boy was embarrassed and confessed that he had observed nothing. His only concern had been not to spill the well that wise man had entrusted to him. "Then go back and observe the marvels of my world," said the wise man. "You cannot trust a man if you didn't know his house." Relieved, the boy picked up the spoon and returned to his exploration of the palace, this time observing all of the work of art on the ceiling and the walls. He saw the gardens and the mountain all around him, the beauty of the flowers and the taste with which everything had been selected. Upon returning to the wise man, he related to detail everything he had seen. "But where are the drops of oil entrusted to you?" asked the wise man. "But where are the drops of oil I entrusted to you?" asked the wise man. Looking down to the spoon he held, the boy saw that the well was gone. "Well, there is only one piece of advice I can give you," said the wisest of wise men. "The secret of happiness is to see all the marvels of the world and never to forget the drops of oil on the spoon." The shepherd said nothing. He had understood that the story the old king had told him. A shepherd may like to travel, but he should never forget about his sheep.